Alrighty, I'm going to play hole number 4 here of the tournament. It is from the Glenmarnock course. The par 5, the one with 4 different fairways there on the left side, and the one to the right that nobody goes to. The reason I don't go to that fairway over there on the right is actually because the approach shot coming in just isn't a very good angle, and it tends to hop kind of funny. Doesn't play very consistent. Whereas the left-to-right shot over in the other fairway seems to really funnel off that hill pretty nice. Now, there's multiple approaches to playing this hole. I would have preferred that to be pointing a little up because I can get it to that other fairway. Now, I'm not going to get this to this other fairway. I don't believe. But there's always a chance. So I still hit it anyway.
Great shot.
I'm just going to have to do it with 2 bounces on this side, which is a little bit less likely, and you have to get that second bounce all the way to the end. But I said in the last video that I played here, I'm not too worried about being in that bunker. I'm also not too worried about being in the rough over there. Sometimes I'll actually play it to the left of that bunker and actually just hit it up there farther in the rough and just not be on the fairway. Because sometimes it's just as good to be up there as what you're going to be able to do from right in the middle of the fairway here. Now, more times than not, from where he just put it, you're going to be able to do something a little bit better than what I'm about to do. But since what I just did doesn't really influence my score, I just do it. It's no big deal. Fairways and greens, that gets a little boring anyway, so who wants to always do that all day? So one of the things I'm going to try to do here is try to get it towards the top of that fairway. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit a slice to kind of really slow this ball down. When you bring it back into the wind like this, the ball's not going to go as far. So it's really going to want to stop here as opposed to running through. And from there, I can easily, no problem, still get to the, even if they give me that 12 wind in the face, now that's worst case scenario, and I'd have to probably go full ball, but from where I'm at, I'm going to have no problem. If you have big dog, even I wouldn't recommend Guardian being where I am. So if I had a Guardian in my bag right now, I wouldn't have hit that shot that I just went. Because in the scenario that I had to lay up to where I just did, I wouldn't want to be there. Because what if that next wind that I get is in the face? Well, I can't top spin it. I can, but not enough. So we'll see if that even comes into play. But he has Guardian. His shot can be a lot harder than mine will be. My shot's going to be pretty easy here. As you can see where Cataclysm goes to, it's still pretty far up here. One of the things I'm going to try to do, more than likely, is try to play a shank here to really get this curving around there. So I usually use my right of the bullseye, that white, as a guide. And I'm going to try to play it in the white here. So I'm putting the white in the middle of the fairway. It should be more than enough to cover what I'm about to do here. So I'm actually going to play just a little bit more than white because I think I might need it with how much extra I was playing. And it looked pretty spot on, especially if I would have done white. And it looks like I added just a little bit too much power there. But you get the idea. One of the best shot aids that they created in this game is that bullseye. Because it really helps you figure out how much you're going to shank. So let's say you wanted to play that shank. Well, it shows you where white is going to make the ball land. It shows you where red is going to make the ball land. It really helps you. And one of the things that I don't see a lot of guys doing is taking advantage of that. It's one of the best shot aids, and people aren't using it for their shots. And a lot of guys aren't hitting quite nearly as much hook shots either. And so you'll see kind of some mistakes being made from not trying to take advantage of the shots that these guys wrote in for us. So I birdied this one too. Birdie is basically all I can hope for on this one, but it'd be nice to get that eagle. I really need to get to that 4th fairway to have a good shot at eagle. I could have still made it from where I was in that 3rd fairway, but it really puts you against the ropes a bit when you're playing out of that 3rd fairway. You have to do it with a curl. You have to figure out how much extra power, everything. And I just wasn't able to do it on this time.